here today with a tutorial for this look. It's primarily just the eye look. I'm trying out a few new products that I got from my Sephora BIB haul, so if you haven't seen that yet, I will try to remember to link it down below or have it at the end of this video, or you'll have already seen it because you've been subscribed. So it's mainly just the eye look and then trying a few other products as well. So if you want to see how I created this eye look, stay tuned. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie. I hope you enjoy this video and decide to stay a while. And if you do, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And let's just jump right into the first impressions tutorial video. I don't even know what to call it. So yeah, let's just get started. I've already done my brows and I prepped my eyes with my Painterly paint pot, and it's like so hard for me to choose which eyeshadow palette to use. I got these Huda Beauty, I don't know why I have the hardest time saying that, Huda Beauty palettes. These are their minis. They're very mini, like look how tiny they are. They're so tiny. I have Mauve Obsessions, which obviously is like my favorite. Look how beautiful that is. I also got Warm Brown Obsessions, also like hi, I always wear these colors. And then I got Smoky Obsessions, which is a little bit out of my comfort zone. It's more, there is like a warm toned like gold color, but it's a little bit more cooler tone, those smoky shadows, which I think I'm gonna test myself, and I'm gonna use mainly this today. This one obviously doesn't have like a brow bone color for me or many transition shades, really just one. So I'm probably gonna pop into these for just a few of those blending shades. But I'm so excited because you guys know I love the Rose Gold palette. I love the Huda Beauty Desert, what is it, Desert Dusk. They're so, so pretty. I think that their matte shadows are like some of my all-time favorites. They're so creamy and they're so blendable, and oh, their mattes are so nice. So I'm hoping these palettes are just as good. I'm obviously just taking that, pretty much the only transition shade in this palette, and blending that into the crease just to make things a little bit easier to blend. Now I just tried to film this tutorial and I was like dipping into like all the different palettes. It was like a kid in the candy shop. I could not decide what palette I wanted to use, and I was just getting out of control, and so the look got real crazy real quick because I just wanted to use all the colors. So I washed it off and we're trying this again. A nice kind of like camel tan color. Blends really, really easily. Just a nice wash of color in the crease. So that I don't get out of hand and get crazy, I'm actually gonna mix two colors. The mauve one has a stark white color, and the warm palette has kind of this vanilla yellow. I'm gonna mix the two because I don't want something as warm as the yellow, but I don't want something as stark white as the one in this other palette. So I think mixing the two will work great. I'll start with the lighter one, and I'm just gonna go very lightly because I don't want this to get out of hand really quickly because it is quite dark. Oh, it's actually blending really nice. I wish they would have had just like a slight bit lighter of a color, like something in between that transition shade and then the darker browns, because I feel like these are so similar. Like they should have put a light brow bone color, because then the palette could be complete. For something a little bit cooler toned or like a little bit more smoky than usual, and so that's why I'm using this palette over the other ones. Usually I just kind of like mix and match, but I'm trying to primarily stick to this one palette. I'm gonna mix that color and the color that was in the crease, and I got a smaller brush. This one's a little bit softer. I think that MAC brush is getting old because it's getting a little bit scratchy. And so I'm trying to keep this from looking muddy. There's not like really much of a lighter shade that I could use to blend. The darkest brown, I'm going to put that just right out here, like this. I'm just patting it just to build the color up. Then I'm gonna go in with a flat panel brush, and there's this really beautiful like shimmery color in this middle here, so I'm gonna try that. I should probably get some Fix Plus too, just in case. Let's get some Fix Plus on that. And I'm gonna concentrate that on this outer part of the lid. Oh, that's so pretty. Do you see that? It's like, I feel like it's got like a little bit of a golden color to it. Go in with this color right here. It's really pretty. I'm gonna use the other side of the brush and Fix Plus. And we're gonna put that, oh gosh, look how beautiful that is. So pretty. Flipping the brush over, going back in with that deeper color, and I'm just gonna lightly go over the center so that we kind of melt the two together. And I'm just gonna flip my brush back and forth just so that we can fade those colors into each other. Go in with this MAC 221 brush and that same brown. I'm just going to blend along the edges. Like that. Do it, deepen up the outer corner just a tad. Go into a little bit of the darkest brown and a little bit of the black. And I'm just going to kind of tap right out here. Very little amount. Just tap. I'm gonna wipe off my brush and just blend really lightly. This MAC, I don't know what this stuff is called. I can't even read the bottom. Chromaline, black Chromaline stuff is like so nice and so easy to use. And I swear this stuff like never dries out. My wings are set. I feel like I just need like a little something. So I'm gonna go in with a mixture of these two colors from the Warm palette. Just feel like I'm missing a little something. Nothing really in this palette, in the Smoky palette, that I can use that I haven't already used. So just warming this up just a little bit. This is from the Wet n Wild like Holiday Brush Kit collection. I really like these brushes. This primer is expensive AF. I did not realize it was that expensive when I bought it. It's like $40 or $50. From Lancer's Studio Filter Pore Perfecting Primer. So not only was it like pretty expensive, but look how tiny it is. It's like so small. Love the packaging though. It's like that rose gold nude color. And it says it's a hydration infused primer with immediate skin perfecting benefits that minimizes the appearance of pores, improves the look of skin's texture over time. So this was like, I think it's a newer brand to Sephora. They have a lot of skincare, all skincare stuff, and then they had this primer. So I really wanted to try it, but it's expensive. All their skincare is like super expensive. Now I didn't really like the Huda Beauty primer. I actually ended up returning it. It just made it was too heavy for my skin, like way too heavy, like way too hydrating. I feel like it made my skin super oily. It's just too much, too heavy. The foundation I've returned one of the shades, and I still have used the one that I kept, but it is such a full coverage foundation. It's crazy. I just don't know how often I'm going to use it. It definitely looks perfected on camera, but it's definitely very full coverage. All right, we're trying a new foundation today. I'm very excited. I think this is another new brand to Sephora. By the way, the primer feels very nice. I don't know if it feels $50-something nice, but it feels nice. Antonym. Yeah. So this is the Skin Esteem Certified Organic Foundation. So I get a lot of questions about natural makeup. This says that it is I think these are like an organic natural makeup line. It says a luxuriously smooth, long-lasting foundation that blends with your skin, for a luminous, shine-free vitamin E and sodium hyaluronate. I swear I know how to read, but okay. It hydrates and protects against free radicals, keeping the skin supple and smooth. You deserve a flawless look, and your skin deserves clean ingredients. So cool. Let's give her a go. There was only a few shades. I got the shade Nude. I'm pretty pale, so I'm hoping that this works for me. Okay, that's not cool. It just got all over my shirt. So it has one of those airless pumps. I pumped it up last night to kind of swatch it. Now the thing that I usually love about Sephora is when you click on color shades, it tells you like light skin tone, what undertones it is, didn't do that for this one. So it was basically shot in the dark. There really isn't any reviews on it either, so we're just gonna go with it. This looks very green. Like, I feel like I have green foundation on my skin. And it's the shade Nude, which usually I feel like most nude shades tend to be more on the natural or neutral skin tone side. Okay, this is really not blending nicely with this brush. This is definitely not blending. Like, look how patchy that is. This is not. What is happening? Okay. Abort mission. Try this Real Techniques brush and see if that works. This is like the weirdest thing. It's like not sticking to my skin. This is really weird. I swatched it on my hand last night and it looked really pretty and I was really excited. Look at this. What is happening? Okay, well, maybe this is why I don't use natural makeup, because look at this. It's like not even sticking to my skin. Look at that. It's like so splotchy. This is bad, you guys. This is bad. First of all, this looks super green. Not only does it look super green, but it's not sticking to my skin. Let's try using my finger to blend it in. Yep, that's really not working either. Wow. Well, this is probably one of the most interesting foundation fails. Like, I've never had something apply so patchy like that. Like, it's not even, like, some spots it's like sticking, and then other spots like my cheeks, look, yeah, I can't get it to stick on my cheeks. All right, well, that's a fail, and that is 100,000% going back. Like, what is that? Like, look how blotchy that is. All right. A combination I've been loving lately is mixing the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra and the Kojen Dough foundation. I really like this combination. I use shade 123 in the Kojen Dough, and this is in the shade 340 Bisque Neutral. So let's make sure it's not that primer making my foundation not stick, because this is a combination I've been using a lot. So yeah, look, see? It blends beautifully. It's not patching off weird. That was just so weird. I've had foundations that like look kind of splotchy, but that just like was not adhering to parts of my face, like my cheeks. Urban Decay Naked, that's probably too dark. Yeah, it's like my skin color. So we'll just do a little bit of this, because the other shade I have is just like a little too light, and so we'll just mix the two. So this was light neutral, and then the other shade I'm gonna mix is fair neutral, which you can see is very, very light. Okay, then I'm taking my contour stick. So I finished up with most of the rest of my face. My bronzer, I used this Bali Sans, So for my bronzer, I just used this Bali Sans, why can't I say that? Bali Sands. This is the Sunlit Bronzer from Becca. I've shown these in videos before. So that is what is on my bronzer. And then for my cheeks, I used this First Love from Charlotte Tilbury. Really pretty. I haven't reached for those in a while. And then my highlight is this Makeup Forever highlighter in 02. All of these will be linked down below as well. But since they weren't new and you guys know how to bronze, highlight, contour, all that, that is what I used. So now we're gonna go into some, let's do the lower lash line, then we'll do lashes. So I'm gonna use this Prestige black liner. I'm gonna put that in my waterline and on my upper waterline. I'm gonna put this on my waterline and my upper waterline. Darkest brown here, and we're going to smudge that on the lower lash line. You can use a flat panel brush. I'm just going to use this little Sigma smudge brush, and we're going to smudge that right along the lashes. So I'm going to go back in with that Makeup Defined Crease brush, and I'm going to go in with the other darker brown, and I'm going to smudge that on the lower lash line. And then I think to add like a little bit of pop, let's try this gold color and put that on the lower lash line. This is a Sigma short shader brush. I'm gonna use a little Fix Plus just to make that really stick. Blend that again. Just to pop that inner corner just a little bit. Let's take that soft kind of pinky champagne color, a little Fix Plus. Pop that just right in here. And with, these are the Sephora and Lily lashes. There's a 2-part set. You get the Miami lashes and the Luxe lashes, and then you get the Luxe applicator. These lashes look ginormous, so I'm definitely gonna have to trim them. I'm gonna go in with probably these lashes right here. All right, this is Lumiere. It's like one of my favorite lip liners. Oh Snap would be pretty. Yeah. And this is Marc Jacobs Moon Glow. All right, so that is the finished look. Let's do a quick little rundown. I know I only tried out a few new products today, but I definitely think these Huda Beauty little palettes are definitely worth it. They blend really beautifully. The shimmers are absolutely stunning. I prefer these like 1,000 times over Natasha Denona shadows. And I know Natasha Denona is very hyped up on YouTube, and I don't ever reach for my Natasha Denona palettes. I've actually sold a couple of them because I just don't use them. But my Huda Beauty, I love these. Their shadows are phenomenal. So 100% yes to these palettes. If you want to see tutorials using the other ones, let me know. These lashes are really pretty. I don't think I really love this thing. It's going to take some getting used to because I'm so used to just the precision of tweezers. But these lashes are super pretty and I think they're gorgeous. So I don't really have anything bad to say about the lashes. This little thing, I just don't know. I'll keep trying it, see if I like it. The primer was nice. Do I think it's worth $50-something? I don't know. We'll have to see how it holds up throughout the day. But it was a very nice primer. It feels really nice on the skin. I just don't understand why it was so expensive. So I definitely did not pay too much attention to that. So this one, I don't know if I would say like, yes, you need to go out and buy it. I think there's other primers like the Primerizer from Smashbox I think is phenomenal. That I would say yes, go out and buy. This one, I'm just kind of like, meh. This foundation was disastrous. I don't understand why I could not get it to blend on my skin. It was such an odd, like really greeny yellow shade for my skin, for a nude shade. I feel like most nude shades are pretty neutral, and it's usually what I go for if I don't know what shade to get in a foundation collection, but this one was just like really a weird color. And it just didn't blend in. And you could see I applied that same primer with a foundation that I've used quite a bit of times, and it blended beautifully. So I don't think it's the primer. I think this foundation is just like really not that great. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up before you leave. What did you guys pick up from the Sephora VIB sale? Have you tried these Huda Beauty palettes? What are your thoughts? Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!